Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that
Test
okay?
1, 2, 3. James.
Oh, damn. Wait. Do we just hold it like this?
Ah, nice.
I'm gonna half of this actually.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good morning, Ridvik. This is so sad. I want to play.
I was gonna say, you're the line with babies.
Like, I'm out minimum 3 weeks.
What happened?
Overuse for too long. I got a meeting next week with physio. We'll see what they say. But
I mean, hopefully by the next show.
I mean, yeah, I think we should do this. I think we can. If we just don't shit ourselves.
Yeah. I hope we win for that last.
Yeah. Because if we win, we go to S6 again.
Yeah.
And that was fun, even though we lost. We got destroyed.
But they were really good team, weren't
They paid for scholars.
Yeah.
But I played with them before. They're not crazy out of our league.
Yeah.
They're just. Keep going. Oh!
But there's loads of space for them.
There's not enough space to practice more.
Yeah.
That's the case like everywhere though.
Yeah. So it's like Notts, Durham, Essex, and I think East London are the ones that have that crazy problem.
Which one?
East London.
Yeah. Because they have access to the sports stall.
Yeah.
And that's just always free. Well, you play there, no? With All Nations, right?
Yeah.
Can I even do that?
I think.
Do you know how loud, like how close we should be to them?
It's a good question. It's like how close you think we should be to the mic? Like that? Okay, cool. I think once, let's just read out like the names of everyone who's coming in.
All right.
I don't know if that we'll just like start.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to do that?
Sure. Yeah. I think we're ready to go.
Okay. So we're just about to start. For everyone joining us here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, hey,
Are we in the video?
Oh, we are. Okay. We're just about to start. It's a round of 16 game in National Championship. Edinburgh University Volley Club, M1s against Bournemouth University, M1s. The teams have just come off the warm-ups, getting ready to go on. Should be a good game, shouldn't it, James?
Should be an interesting game. We're against Bournemouth. We've never played them before, but we've done a bit of scouting in the group chat, so hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah. For those who don't know, James is an M1 player. He's unfortunately signed with an injury, but he should be able to give us some very good insights today into the team and how they're doing.
Well, we're looking forward to starting the game. It looks like our coach Fabio is just giving the players a few words of wisdom before we get started.
As always.
But we are looking out to go out strong
Yeah.
and hopefully take a few sets off before they start bouncing back.
Absolutely.
Looks like the starting lineup is getting ready to come on the court.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be number 6, Klitos Kontouris, the captain, starting as a setter. Number 20, Mate Sandor, starting as opposite. Starting middles are looking like number 5, Philip Futera, and number 23, Mike Siovas. And starting outsides, number 10, Levi Lamel. Number 12, Levi Lamel, and number 10, Paolo Benzoni. And of course, as soon as the team go on court, the back row middle will be swapping out for number 18, the libero, Alexi Boissel.
I'm actually excited here. We've got to see Paolo starting. Now, personally, while I was playing before I was injured, Paolo was typically never one to be on the court first. So I'm really excited to see how he contributes to the team today.
Absolutely, let's see how he does. It's a very big stage, but I'm sure he's going to be able to rise to the occasion.
It looks like we're actually serving.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we've got 3 attackers front court. Hopefully that means we get the first point.
The refs are just checking rotations on both teams. Looks like everything is fine. We're ready to get started.
How are you feeling about the game today?
Not too bad. I mean, the team's looking sharp in warm-ups. I think everyone's looking energetic. Everyone's looking ready to really take this game to Bournemouth. It looks like it will be Kleetos starting with the serve. Let's see what he comes up with.
Now, Kleetos typically does a deep cross float. I'm wondering if he's going to do the same here and how effective it's going to be against Bournemouth today.
Let's take a look. First serve. Okay, not sure what Bournemouth were complaining about, but let's get started going. First serve of the game. There is that deep cross float. Oh, beautiful. Overpass, slammed down by number 123, Mike Soros.
See, I really called that there with Kleetos doing the deep cross float. It seems to be a trouble for the passer there. I wonder if he goes there again.
Absolutely. Let's see. Ooh, goes to deep 6 this time. Comes to the outside from Bournemouth. Unfortunate, but good positioning to get there from Alexi. Definitely letting Bournemouth know that even though they got the point, he is there, ready to get them on the next one.
Now we really need a side out here. We kind of struggle with losing momentum when we don't get the pass right, so hopefully everything goes right here.
Yeah, what side will it be? It looks like it's spins.
Great pass from Paolo.
Ooh, beautiful attack through the middle.
There we go with the Mike classic, deep middle hit.
Just spinning the rotation one more time. Now Levi stepping up to serve. Let's see what he'll give us today. We're going to float serve. Nice float serve to deep 6. Shaking up the passing unit. Nice pick up from that. What was it called? Unfortunately, a net touch from, I'm not sure who on EUVC.
I think it was Mike there. Mike has a tendency to touch the net.
Oh, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does a few before he gets going, but then he becomes unstoppable.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see that.
Bournemouth's middle now stepping up to serve. Nice pass from Alexi to the opposite. Ooh, still alive. Free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Nice pass. Back to the opposite. Very unfortunate swing there.
Unlucky by Matti there, trying to cut it across and go down the line, but just puts too much on it and just goes just outside.
Yeah. Unfortunate, very good stuff from the UVC, getting those free balls. That's right.
Great
nice
pass
pass again.
Alexi.
To the outside. Beautiful kick from Paolo. Just too much on that for Bournemouth's number 4.
It's a beautiful cross. You can see the ball because we're really trying to close down the line there, but they crossed down the wrong section.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Paolo starting, but the first set of the game, he looks very ready to take on Bournemouth. What a great passer to the opposite. Nice pick up. Back to Paolo. Nice dig again. Back to the opposite. Beautiful cross-step finish from Mate.
Mate is really good at doing that. Whenever the ball is out of system, he always finds a way to cut across the ball and get around the block.
Yeah.
It's really spectacular to watch, especially from the angle we're at.
Absolutely, absolutely. Some very scrappy points, but UVC coming on top on that one. Oh, beautiful service ace from Mike.
Mike with the deep float. His floats are always hard to receive just because of its floating nature and how deep it is.
Yeah. And we're starting to build the service pressure. Let's see if they can get another one here. Let's try. What does the line judge say? Ooh, just out, says the line judge. Very, very tight there, though. Bournemouth number 5 stepping up to serve.
I'm actually interested here. Their front lineup seems to be quite small. Well, I'm really interested to see how our blockers handle their attacking options.
Ooh, beautiful put away through the middle from Robert Phillip. Both of the Edinburgh's middles really getting in early in this game. Mate serve. Unfortunate there.
I think he just put a little bit too much power on that. Mate serves are really strong, and he really likes to go hard at the opponents. He's just unlucky that serve there.
Yeah. It's early in the game, players are still warming up. Very easy to happen. Everyone with number 9. Tight pass from there, but nice one-handed set for Kleetos. Well, can Bournemouth do with it now? Unfortunately, that was just a little too tight on the pass from Paolo, making it hard for Cletus to set that ball. But and Bournemouth finish off the free ball without too much trouble. Number 9 serving again now. So it's a deep 6. Nice pass. Back to Paolo. Beautiful ball there from Paolo.
He managed to make something of that. From this perspective, it looked really close to the net.
Yeah.
But Paolo has an amazing ability to cut across the ball, especially tight angle like that. He's proved to be a useful resource here.
Absolutely. Stepping up to serve now. With a float. This. Oh, shaking up the bossing unit. Out of system now from Bournemouth. Free ball coming over. Taken by Mate to the middle. Just out. Just out from the
It looked like a missed contact there from Philip. The ball seemed to be a little bit too high for him to really swing through and bring the ball down.
Yeah,
Deep
unfortunately, but so early in this game. Standing serve for number 8. Nice pass from Alexi to the outside. Beautiful
A monster swing from Levi there, going straight down the line.
Absolutely.
One can only wonder if Klitos is going to use and abuse Levi there.
Yeah. And middle serve again. Yeah, not the best pass from Bournemouth. Out of system. Off the net. And that's another point for Edinburgh. Now, for people who don't know, you might have noticed that the player wearing a red top is actually not on the court this rotation. That's because Alexi is the libero, and he is only allowed to play in the back court. He's also not allowed to serve. So in this rotation, great blocker. Free ball coming over. Nice pick up from Philip. Beautiful save from Mike down the middle. And Edinburgh really coming into their own in this game.
Mike really took his time there. He really tried to time the ball and took a big jump. And luckily enough, the block just wasn't where he was hitting it.
Service pressure building now for Bournemouth. Yeah. Nice pass from the libero. Up.
Unlucky there.
Unlucky
it was a
there.
great swing from their middle. Couldn't cross the middle on the right side.
Yeah. And great job from Levi to get a touch that, but really hard to control one of those when it's taking a touch off the block like that. Now Bournemouth Sado stepping up to serve. Float serve. Nice high pass from Alexi through the middle. And again put away from Mike. Kudos is really using the middles. He's working them quite hard this game, but it's having a great effect.
Our passing is really on point, and that's one of the most important things in volleyball. If the pass is on point, you just create options for your setter. And as we can see, we're spreading out our hitting attacks from across the court, and they just don't know how to handle it.
Absolutely. Shorter foot from Kidos that time. Out of system again for Bournemouth. Roll shot coming over. Nicely taken by Alexi to the opposite. And again put away by Mate. That one was really tight, but line judge has confirmed that that stayed in.
Back to Klitos. They seem to be struggling on serve reception at the minute. Let's see if Bournemouth can fix that.
Out of system again for Bournemouth. Oh, they just can't seem to get it over. They can't seem to get those serves under control. Service receive looking like the biggest difference between these two teams at the moment, as Bournemouth call a timeout.
What's really interesting is that our servers are actually serving on the libero, and normally you don't want to do that because the libero is the best passer in the team. However, Bournemouth need to take a look at themselves and ask themselves, why are Edinburgh serving at their libero?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because the libero's only job on court is to be passing. So if you're libero, if they're not doing that job, it can definitely have a big psychological detriment to both the libero and the team around him. (13-8) now to Edinburgh in the first set. A nice lead building up as the teams come back out from the timeout. Leads us back on serve. Let's see if the timeout changes with middle. A deep float. Again, not the best pass from the libero to the outside. But nicely tooled off the block there from Bournemouth's number 5.
I'm not actually sure what happened there. He called the point on us. Am I mistaking that?
I'm not quite sure actually, but
Bournemouth serve.
Number 13. Spin serve. Ooh. Or at least I thought it was. Unfortunate there from Mate.
Mate, he was just trying to play with too many options there. He had one blocker on him, and he chose the sharp cross angle there, but just didn't work out for him.
Another serve coming from Bournemouth, number 13. Stronger spin serve now, but nicely taken by Levi. And back to him for the swing. Oh, and wonderful tip there. Did that ball? It looked to me as if that ball touched the floor.
I think that was a great pickup, actually. I think he managed to pancake it.
Oh, right.
It was unfortunate though. Number 9 was unable to get the ball across.
There's some great defensive attitude coming from Bournemouth. Now Levi serve. Deep throw to 6. Beautiful block there. Monster block. Really getting up there to soft block Bournemouth's number 5.
One of many blocks for Mike to come. He really seems to be on fire this set.
It's looking like it. Another deep float from Levi. Ooh. Is that? The refs say the ball's alive. That's it. Ooh. So alive. Out of system from Bournemouth. Back row attack. It's up.
Tight set there. Greatly played by.
Still alive. Very scrappy rally playing. Another great block from Edinburgh. Looked like Matty, who just slammed that ball back down onto the floor.
It seems our front line is just impenetrable right now with Mike and Mate just shutting down the attackers.
Absolutely. A very tall front line. I think you can really start to see a height difference. But beyond that, the timing and the placement of the blocks is just impeccable. Unfortunate serve there from Levi.
It's 2 service errors for Edinburgh now.
Yeah. But they've still built themselves a comfortable enough lead in the mid part of the set. Let's see if Bournemouth can close that gap. Close off to Paolo. Slightly lower pass, back to him. Line judge says in. An unfortunate block there.
I think it's important to recognise the pass that Paolo did there. He created options for the team, and it was just unfortunate that that was blocked.
Just out there from Bournemouth's number 4. You see he was going for slightly more aggressive serve that time, trying to go for the ace instead of just shaking up the passing unit. But now Edinburgh's middle stepping up to serve. Ooh. Just slightly too short there from Mike.
That's 2 in a row now. We really need to start getting our serves over the net.
Absolutely. And Bournemouth's number 5 stepping up to serve. To the opposite. It's still alive. Free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Unfortunate there.
There's a bit of miscommunication there between the libero and the back outside.
Absolutely, yeah.
When the ball is rolling like that, you really want to be return to base position to get that. It seems in the heat of the moment, it was confusing as to who should take that.
No, for sure. Let's see if they can shake that off on this point. Shorter serve coming over. Overpass. Now Bournemouth have a free ball. What can they do with it? Pipe attack. Blocked by Philip. That really stops all the momentum that Bournemouth are building.
It seems the block party has started.
Absolutely. And Mate stepping up to serve. Let's see if he can deliver something better than his last attempt. In that time, nicely taken from Bournemouth to the right side, but taken by Alexi. Back to Mate for the back row swing. Free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Taken by Alexi. To the outside. Great swing from Paolo. And Bournemouth can't keep it alive.
Incredibly unlucky there.
Yeah, just hope this camera woman is okay. Looks to be okay.
That's fantastic defense on whoever was in 5 there. Just unlucky it came off the shoulder in an awkward angle.
Off the tape. Back row swing from the Bournemouth's opposite. And Levi just can't keep that one under control. 19-15 now to Edinburgh. Still a reasonable lead as they look to close out this set. And a great start to that would be siding out this serve from Bournemouth's number 9.
Over pass from Paolo, but picked up from Levi. Now Mate with a back row swing. Now free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Let's see if they can put this one away. Set a dunk from Kleetos, but picks up a Bournemouth libero. Paolo picks up the free ball, jousts at the net. It's a very scrappy rally. Now another free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Alexi takes it, again a little miscommunication there, but back to Paolo for the outside. And a great swing cross court to take the point.
It's a fantastic cross there.
Absolutely.
It seems they've still not adjusted to that. Paolo is hitting cross every time,
Yeah.
and it's generating points for him.
He now steps up to serve
Don't
again.
fix it.
Absolutely. You have to milk that cow of its very last drop. And failed quick attack from Bournemouth there. Yeah.
It seems the set wasn't high enough for the middle there.
Yeah.
Tried to force it.
Can't help but wonder if losing that last rally has shaken Bournemouth a little bit. It really always hurts to lose a rally that goes on that long. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much from that serve from Paolo. But Edinburgh still with a comfortable 5-point lead in the latter stages of this first set. Bournemouth will need some really intense service pressure now to gain back control. Nicely taken by Alexi. Kleetos sets to Levi. Oh, just looks like a missed contact on that from Levi.
Looks like he was serving that ball instead of hitting it
Yeah.
in. Unfortunate mistake there from Levi. Trying to go cross as well.
Let's hope he doesn't let that mistake shake him off too much.
Apparently it was a net touch. It's our point.
Levi getting off a little easy there. But now Edinburgh in a very commanding position as Phillips serves. Pass drifts a bit too wide and swung out by Bournemouth's left side attacker.
He tried to go down the line there, if you can see that.
Yeah.
It just ended up being about a meter just outside the court.
Unfortunate for Bournemouth. Not serve there. Again, not the best pass from Bournemouth to Barrow. Back row swing from the opposite, and once more out.
And again, it just looks like Bournemouth are trying to force balls which can't be forced as they hit out to close the set. Edinburgh 1, Bournemouth 0.
I think they caught. I think it's still 24-16.
Oh, I
but Bournemouth have called a timeout. No worries. It was very easy to think. Take a set. But I think Bournemouth are choosing to exercise their second timeout for the set, hoping to maybe calm down. And this set may be out of reach now. But if they can string some points together, they might feel a bit better going into set 2.
You know, if I was the coach, I would call the timeout, just because it allows the players to rest a little bit more before getting into the second set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Granted, you get that time when you switch sets to rest a bit, but you take what you can in a sport like volleyball, where you're constantly jumping your maximum all the time.
Absolutely. Very, very high intensity sport, especially at this level. Now, Phillips serve on set point. Let's see if Edinburgh can close this one out without too much trouble. Nice
Great
serve there, but not a bad pass. Pipe attack from Bournemouth, ticked up by Phillip, over on 2. Now Bournemouth outside swinging, and Paolo can't get onto that fast enough.
Seems like a little bit of a miscommunication now on whether to jump and block for that.
Yeah.
Seems to cut across straight right where the middle would be.
But now Edinburgh siding out for the set. Can they close this out? Nicely taken by Alexi. Oh, unfortunate attempt at a quick attack.
Trying to do the shoot there.
Yeah.
You see Mike was trying to cut across on the shoot. That's an interesting play there. You don't see that too often.
Fortunate there, but Edinburgh still with a quite comfortable cushion of points to take this set. Now, Tomate for the back row swing, picked up by Bournemouth. Now free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Kleetos through the middle again, and that time Mike doesn't miss.
And that's set 1 over.
Absolutely.
Now, I wonder if the lineup for Edinburgh is going to change. Do you think so?
It's an interesting question. I mean, as you said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Quite a comfortable margin of victory for Edinburgh in the end there.
What's the final score? 25?
25-19, I
Right.
believe was the final score. So they may be thinking, to me it didn't look like anyone was sticking out as someone who needs to switch out. but maybe just to keep the players full of energy, Fabio might make some changes here.
Make sure everyone gets a little bit of the spotlight time.
Absolutely,
This afternoon.
yeah.
How about Bournemouth? Do we think Bournemouth are going to change anything up the second set? What do you think they need to improve on?
I think the biggest thing for them, the biggest gap between the two teams was the service reception. I think that was clear from the start of the set. Bournemouth's libero, I hope he hasn't let that first set get to him, because it did seem as though Edinburgh was serving to him. And he just wasn't, he was really struggling to get this under control. And in volleyball, everything really starts from the pass. You can't give the setter or the hitters from Bournemouth too hard of a time for swinging out on some of those sets. It is really hard to get a powerful attack off when the ball is, not in a comfortable position to swing through. And all of that really does have to start from some better receptions coming from the serve.
Definitely. And it's really hard as a libero, because as a libero, your only role is to pass. And to sort of forfeit that court space which you occupy is almost admitting that you cannot pass and you don't deserve to be there. So I completely respect Bournemouth's libero for taking on the challenge of occupying the same amount of space despite struggling to serve, receive well. Now hopefully things turn around for him this set. Maybe make the game even more exciting.
Let's hope, yeah. No, I mean, it's a lot of pressure as libero. If you mess up a pass as an outside, you can always try and bounce that ball to make up for it. But as a libero, the only thing you can do is get the next pass. And when those passes just aren't falling the way you want them to, it can be very, very hard to get it back under control. But let's see if Bournemouth's number 2 can do that in this set. Looks like only the middle, one of the starting middles is changing for Edinburgh.
We've got Adam Henderson on court, number 7.
Yep.
He's a PhD student athlete here.
Student athlete, beautiful. He was a master student last year, wasn't he?
He was, yes.
But he just loved Edinburgh so much, he had to stay for another 4 years.
I'm excited to see Adam get some monster blocks today. Adam is an amazing blocker himself.
But aside from that, Edinburgh's lineup looking the same. Looks to me as if Bournemouth's lineup is the same as well. As they start off with the serve within the second set. Nice pass from Alexi. Kliros whips that to the outside, off the block from Levi's attack. Out of system attack from Bournemouth. Just a little bit too much on that again from almost number 13.
It's respectful hit. I mean, he was trying to aim for hands there, and that's all you can really do when you're doing out of system. Swing as hard as you can, hope it hits some hands.
Kliros with a deep float again to 6. Better pass from Bournemouth libero that time. Wonderful solo block there from Levi. Absolutely shutting down Bournemouth's right side attacker.
He did such a good job at doing that. You can see he knew he was alone up there, so he performed that wide block to really close the hitting options, and it paid off.
Absolutely. Another serve for Kliros now. Taken again by Bournemouth's libero. Through the middle, up by Alexi. One hand. Now back to Levi with another swing chance. Blocked and out. What a start to the second set he's having.
As we get that point, we rotate into Kliros serving, and now we have 3 attackers front court.
Kliros was already serving.
Oh, I apologize.
No there he goes with the serve again. Easy to lose track with all this action going on. A great swing there from Bournemouth's number 5, straight down the line.
That was a monster here. Well played by Bournemouth.
Rejuvenating Bournemouth's morale in this second set. Bournemouth's number 13 serving up the serve. Will it be another hard spin serve? Taken by Levi. Just a miss.
Looks like a miscommunication there between Adam and Kliros.
Absolutely.
It looks like they were trying to run a 1, but Adam just jumped a little bit too close to really swing the ball there.
Also got a slight miscommunication on the receive from Levi and Alexi. Another spin serve coming, taken by Alexi that time. Now Levi swinging from the right side, just out there. As the line judge confirms.
It was really tight there. He was trying to aim deep cross. Just unfortunately just went past the line.
Better start to for Bournemouth in the second set now. Another spin serve coming. Softer that time. Takes up. And a service ace from Bournemouth's number 13. You can see he was waiting to mix it up with that shorter serve of his.
It seems the tables have turned on serve reception all of a sudden.
Absolutely.
And we're now struggling to pick up Bournemouth serves.
It's still early
This
in the
serve is
set.
quite hard. It's a hybrid. It's sometimes a float, sometimes a spin. Let's see what it is now.
Shorter spin coming out that time, and another ace. Almost the exact same ace, but off Levi this time. And now Edinburgh called their first time out of the game.
And that's all you can really do as a coach. When their server makes 5 serves in a row, 2 of them serves, you kind of have to stop them.
Absolutely. Just have to regroup.
The strategy here is to not only give the players time to rest, but also to let the server get out of his serving rhythm.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the most important things in volleyball, establishing that service rhythm. And once you get out of it, it's really hard to get back into it. And so hopefully by doing this, the server will either miss or make an easy serve.
Absolutely. So both teams coming back on now. Let's see if Edinburgh can make a better pass off this serve now. Has that timeout affected Bournemouth number 13? Let's have a look. Again, another short serve that time, but much better pass from Levi to Mate for the cross-court kill.
Great swing from Mate. Only
Absolutely.
one blocker there. Klitos launching that ball to the other side of the court, only for Mate to crush it down.
The timeout proving very effective for Edinburgh as Levi now steps up to serve. Nice pass from what's outside. Pipe attack now, but tipped, taken by Paolo. What's the call there?
What was the call there? Did you see?
I'm not sure.
I believe that was either a net touch or a step over the line violation.
That's what it looks like. It was called by the second ref there. Goes up. Just in from Bournemouth's number 4. We saw him go for that aggressive serve in the last set, but he's just put a bit too much on it last time. He doesn't make that mistake twice. Let's see what he can do this time. Adam taking that pass. It's a nice swing for Paolo. It looks like Edinburgh's service receive unit is a bit confused at this moment. Nicely put away by Paolo, but Adam should not be touching that ball.
I think he was just in the way, wrong place at the wrong time.
Nicely taken by Bournemouth to the opposite for a swing chance. Off the block and out.
That's a great block out from Bournemouth, and there's nothing you can do on Edinburgh's side, especially when it comes off the block on the other side's court.
Absolutely. There's too much power on that swing from Bournemouth number 5 as he now steps up to serve. Deep float from him, a little too deep as it sails outside of the court. And now Edinburgh's opposite steps up to serve. His float is in, but nicely taken by Bournemouth to the left side and tip. Just
See, Mate there,
evades the block.
he almost got that. He read that ball perfectly. He just couldn't get there in time, just missing the ball by mere milliseconds.
No, absolutely. Just very, very slightly too slow, but definitely in the right place there. And Paolo takes that serve. And Philip, taken by Bournemouth. A little bit of a miscommunication there from Bournemouth, it looks like. Joust at the net, still alive. Now out of system set to Paolo. Free ball coming up for Edinburgh. Nicely taken by Alexi. And this is perfectly timed turtle dump from Klitos. Catching Bournemouth unawares and taking that point.
That's one thing that's really hard to look out for, to recognize when the opponent's set in his front court, because that threat is always looming, and as an outside, you should be watching him.
Absolutely. Paolo serves. Nice right there, but nicely taken by Bournemouth. Just a little too low there on that quick set. Now Edinburgh have a swing chance. Just a little bit too much on that from Mate. Didn't look like he got as much topspin on that ball as he might have wanted to. And Bournemouth will take that point.
Seems Bournemouth's energy is quite high at the minute.
Yeah,
They're looking to take the set.
it's absolutely coming back. As in now with a 3-point lead. 10-7 to Bournemouth in this second set. Nice. Still alive. Out of system now from Bournemouth. Picking up by Mate. Now back to Levi for the swing. And a great swing down the line from Levi. stopping Bournemouth in their tracks as Edinburgh hope to close that 2-point gap.
Let's see if Edinburgh can pull it back, take the lead on Bournemouth here.
That's over Philip. Ooh. And Bournemouth's opposite just struggling to get a good contact on that back row swing, hitting it into the net.
I think the angle of that approach there was just a bit too sharp to really make anything of it.
Yeah. Another deep float from Philip, nicely taken by Bournemouth's Sabero to the outside, and a great cross-court swing from Bournemouth's number 13.
That's a great swing. Now that's the ideal swing as an outside, deep and hard.
Yeah. Giving Edinburgh's defence no chance of picking that up. Let's see what Bournemouth Sada can do with the serve. Shorter serve that time, picked up by Alexi, who just digs at that to Levi. But what a great swing that is, off the block. No chance for Bournemouth to get that one.
That's one thing we're doing quite a lot of this game. We're really utilising the block. They can't seem to pick up the ball after we really swing into it.
A deep float there from Plisos. Sabero doing much better passing this set. And a great swing down the middle from Bournemouth's number 4. Looks like whatever nerves were affecting Bournemouth's number 2 in the set number 1 have well and truly worn off now. His passing is looking much more refined. Nice pass up from Paolo. Levi swings and out off the block.
See, that server that caused us problems the last time he served really went for the spin serve there, but
absolutely.
I believe our reception spin serves is a lot better than our service on Philip, so we really took advantage of that serve there.
Also there again. And another block out from Bournemouth's number 5.
It's a little bit of back and forth here. Whoever gets 2 points in a row is poised to take the momentum here.
Absolutely. Another deep float serve from Bournemouth's number 4. High set to Matty, taken up by Bournemouth's number 5. That deep back row swing from Bournemouth. And Matty with another swing. Again picked up by Bournemouth. Bournemouth's number 9 with a swing. And blocked by Matty. Matty was everywhere on that point. With 2 swings, wasn't quite able to get the kill himself, but authoritatively slams down Bournemouth's attempt at a tip. Adam serve. Another deep float. Back to Bournemouth's opposite. And Levi just can't control that one.
See, that's the problem with defending deep attack hits. You go back to the back line and you get ready, but then they could just tip it in short. Absolutely. And as an outside player in 6, you want to be in sort of that middle ground. But being in that middle ground makes it really hard because you have to be incredibly reactive.
Absolutely. Bournemouth number 5 back with the serve now. Picked up by Alexi. Set to Matty. And a Grice kill there. Not as much power on that swing, but expertly placed to not give Bournemouth's defence any chance. Now will Edinburgh finally be able to close this 1-point lead that Bournemouth have maintained through the set. Nice deep float from Matty, but nicely taken from Bournemouth. Back to the opposite. Picked up by Matty, not the greatest, but Paolo just fumbling that ball there can happen. I mean, when the ball is being touched by that many men, it can get quite sweaty. And it's very hard. It can be very hard at times to keep that under control. But
unlucky there from Paolo.
Nice serve there.
It seemed that's got to his confidence. A bit of miscommunication between Levi and Paolo there. Normally we assume a pass left priority, but Paolo hesitated there to take that ball, take ownership of it, and that ultimately led to Bournemouth's point.
Unfortunate there, but let's see if they can get this one up. Bournemouth now with a 3-point lead in the mid stages of the set. Taken by Paolo, set to the middle. What looked like quite a net touch there from Philip, Edinburgh's number 5. Unfortunate. As Bournemouth's lead is now built up to 4 points in this second set.
What's the score?
17-13.
Now, if you were Fabio, what would you be saying to your players right now?
I think the biggest thing for me is really just putting names on balls. I mean, there's a lot of, it seems that in this set, and for a little bit in the first set as well, there just seems to be just a little bit of confusion. Some players just a little bit too slow to figure out whose ball it is. I think if the team is just a little bit more disciplined as a passing unit, they will be able to get these side outs more consistently. We're obviously now in the unfortunate position of having to build some service pressure to close this gap in the set. But that all starts with a great pass and a great side out.
We love you, Paolo. We do. We love you, Paolo. We do.
And Bournemouth numbers 9 with another serve. Taken by Paolo. And back to him with a swing chance. Tips it over. The Bournemouth center. Just slams that ball down at the first opportunity.
Unfortunately, if you're Fabio here, you have no choice here but to really sub out Paolo. It's nothing to him. It's just he's been shaken up by the opponents. They're doing nothing but target him.
Sometimes you just need to shake up the team's momentum. As number 9, Balint Sisliaji, comes on the court. I'm not going to pretend like I pronounce his name correctly. Nice pass there from Alexi. Now to Balint for the swing. Tips it off. Gets swung out there from Bournemouth number 13. It looked like Edinburgh's libero was appealing for a double touch there, but the ref not giving that, or a lift, it seems as though.
Back to Edinburgh serve here with Balint.
But the new player on court to serve. Bournemouth libero, not the best pass there. High set to Bournemouth number 13. Picked up by Mate. And another attempt at a dump there from Kletos, but Bournemouth get a hand to it that time. And Bournemouth just see a gap there in Edinburgh's backcourt defence.
That was difficult there for Mate. Mate's been in that position, and most of the time it's worked out, them tipping just behind the block. But there they decided to tip deeper, causing a bit of confusion between him and Balint, who just come on the court.
Absolutely. 19-14 now for Bournemouth. Make that 19-15 as Bournemouth's number 8. Just overcooks that serve a little bit too much. Now Edinburgh's middle of the serve, hoping not to repeat that mistake. Picked up by Bournemouth's libero. To the rescued by Bournemouth's number 13. Now high set to Levi. Great swing in the seam. No chance there for Bournemouth.
It was a great set from Kletos, an amazing choice in fact. Him being in 2 means that him setting to 4 is incredibly challenging.
Absolutely. So, and again picked up by Bournemouth's libero. To the 13 now. Picked up by Adam. Mate for the back row swing. Picked up. And now a back row swing. Oh, never mind. A free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Little tight though on the pass. Still alive though. And Levi is swinging.
Unfortunately, just out there,
Looked very, very tight there. The line judge will confirm that ball just went out there. 20-16 now to Bournemouth in the latter stages of the second set. Edinburgh really need to get a side out here if they want to take back this set. Nice serve. Balint with a pipe attack. Just can't get enough.
Unlucky there for Balint. Well, that's really tough for Balint. Balint has been on the bench for a whole set. He must be quite cold coming on court, and having to hit a pipe is one of the most toughest things.
Absolutely. Kletos. Free ball coming up from Bournemouth. Nicely taken by the libero. To the opposite. And
from this perspective, that just looked like Edinburgh's ball, but that came off the block there and made it incredibly challenged to determine who should actually take that.
Absolutely. 22-16 now for Bournemouth, taking command of the second set. Pass drifting quite far. Levi tips it over, but great dive from Bournemouth, but giving over a free ball back to Edinburgh. Levi swinging again, but out there. Looked as if that ball came off the antenna, unfortunately.
That was challenging for Levi. He didn't have enough time to really transition back into an attacking position. So he really tried to force it, aim for some hands, but got nothing but stick.
Well, he has another chance here. Off the foot,
free ball coming over from Bournemouth. Some great hustle from Edinburgh to keep that ball alive. Now to Bournemouth number 13. Tip coming over. Still alive. Miscommunication there from Alexi and Levi, but the ball still alive. And swung off the block and out from Bournemouth number 5.
Now, if you're Edinburgh, you really want to win that point. You make an amazing save like that. And if you win that point, that really gives you a lot of momentum to take the set, but unlucky there.
Set point now for Bournemouth in the second set. Nice pass from Barlett to Matty for the back row swing. Edinburgh appealing for a block touch, which is given by the referee. Looked like it came off one of Bournemouth's pin blockers there.
Now, this is a good position for us to be in. We have 3 attackers front row with Klitos back row serving.
This is a great rotation if Edinburgh want to try and take back the second set, but it's quite a big point lead for them to make up. Now, high set, and Alexi just can't keep that one under control from Bournemouth number 5 as they close out the second set, 25-17 to Bournemouth. What do you think was the big difference there from set number 1?
We sort of lost confidence there in the second set. We took the first set, and when the second set came round, we sort of expected it to be the same. But that is never the case in volleyball. You end up playing your best as a team as the sets go on, and we sort of took our foot off the pedal as we came into that second set. We lost confidence in our passing and ultimately our hitting. If I was Fabio now, I'd be telling everyone to reset, take that first set mentality into the third set, because that performance in the second set is less than ideal.
Absolutely, less than it was a great start from Edinburgh as well. I think they had the first 4 points.
It was great, yeah.
But after that first service run from Bournemouth, the set just started slipping further and further away from their hands. Now, I do wonder if we might see some more lineup changes from Edinburgh in this third set.
That'll be very interesting, actually. Do you think Balint will stay on over Paolo, or do you think Paolo will stay on?
It's a very interesting question. I mean, Barlett was looking quite comfortable on the receive there, but he hasn't really had a chance to warm up his swings. And the one attempt that we did see from the back row was unfortunately into the net, although a very hard set to hit. So I think if I'm Fabio now, I'm asking Barlett, how confident are you feeling? Are you feeling ready to go back in? And the same goes for Paolo. If he's feeling like those mistakes are out of the way, it may well be time for him to come back in.
Definitely. What do you think about Adam there? Do you think Adam's going to be staying on the court there? I feel like we were missing a real middle presence, and I'm not entirely sure if that's Adam's fault there. Our passes were also struggling, but not being able to really utilize our middles cost us quite a lot of points in this set.
I think it's very possible that Mike does come back on. I mean, he really established his presence in the first set, but I think that might be a little harsh to Adam. I mean, he wasn't really able to make his mark in the second set, but not necessarily through any fault of his own. The pass was just a little too shaky for Edinburgh to really get those middles going. But at the same time, if you're Fabio, you do have to make the tough decisions. And if Mike is warmed up, and Mike has got his engine going in a way that Adam really hasn't had a chance to yet,
it looks like it. Mike is coming on.
It looks
Mike
like
and Balint. It looks like we're reverting to the first set plus Balint here.
Balint in place of Paolo.
It looks like Bournemouth's lineup is pretty much the same as well.
Yeah. I mean, Edinburgh do have a slightly larger squad size to work with today, which is to be expected as a home game. Normal players have, of course, had to travel quite a long distance. But that does just give Edinburgh a few more options if things just aren't falling the right way for a certain player on the day.
First serve here from Klitos, hopefully going deep cross to really nail that first point of the set.
Absolutely. His deep float coming in to the libero, nicely taken, back row swing into the net.
One thing I really noticed as the second set really progressed is the confidence in the libero on both the sides growing. And as you can see from that serve reception there, his passing has improved, and it's proved to be a vital reason as to why Bournemouth took the last set.
No, definitely. I mean, it's the most clear difference that I can notice from the first and second set. And our swing blocked down from Mate.
It was a great block from Mate there. That ball went straight down. Perfect contact on his side.
Nice start from Edinburgh in this third set. Let's see if they can keep building on it. Another deep float from Klitos into 6. Not the aggressive pass. Back to Bournemouth number 13. Nice swing, but nice pick up from Balint. Now dig set to Levi. in, says the line judge. Looks to be a very close call, but that point will go to Edinburgh. Great swing from Levi. And a much more confident start from Edinburgh in this third set. Let's see if they can keep building on it. He just steps up to serve again. Picks up by the libero. Tip coming over, but nicely taken by Alexi. And Levi just couldn't quite get that angle.
He's trying to go a bit too across. He's only got one blocker on him. He doesn't need to cut that incredibly tight. Unlucky there for him.
Yeah, a little overzealous maybe there from Levi. Now Bournemouth set is serving up to serve. Taken by Alexi. Quite short though. Another miscommunication there. Free ball given over to Bournemouth. Now through the middle. Blocked by Mike. And Edinburgh will take that point. But you do have to think that the team needs to start calling balls better and getting more organised. They've been getting away with it so far this set, but that ended up costing them quite dearly in the second. Very tight pass there from Bournemouth libero. Quite an easy ball coming over Edinburgh in the end. And put away convincingly by number 23, Axiovas.
Bournemouth already taking a timeout, it seems.
Very early timeout for Bournemouth, as the score is now 5-1. I mean, the 4-point lead is obviously quite significant, but at this early stage of the set, it's still anyone's game, and it's very possible with a good run of serves to close that gap.
Definitely. You can really already see that the effect that Mike has on court from coming back with just 5 points.
Absolutely.
I mean, he stopped that middle attack from Bournemouth straight down, and even that last attack there. His presence on the court seems to be quite valuable, and it seems that if things keep going the way they're going, hopefully we'll be taking the set.
Absolutely. But they'll need to stay focused now, and they'll really need to get that discipline in the backcourt under control. And now Levi steps up to serve. Deep float to the libero. High pass. Back towards 5 for the swing. Swung out, but he appeals for a block touch, and Mike owns up. Fortunately, looks like he got a finger to that, and so that will be Bournemouth's point.
See, it's a curse and a blessing for Mike because Mike is tall and he jumps high.
Absolutely, yeah. Line judge says in, and so untouched service ace there from Bournemouth number 13. He's really been warming up his engine as the game has progressed.
Is it the same server from before? Yeah. It's proved to be a tough opponent to face on the serve reception.
So the overpass there from Levi. Off the tape, not the prettiest, but put away by Bournemouth number 9.
That's a tough ball to receive there. You don't know till the last minute whether it's a float or a spin. And for a spin, you want to be deep. So if it's float, you got to react quick.
Shoulder serve coming there, and another ace from Bournemouth number 13.
You can see Edinburgh's players here were complaining that there's a service fault there with that foot on the line. Unfortunately, from our perspective, we can't really see that.
Yeah. But Matty seemed quite convinced there that there was a foot fault there from Bournemouth number 13.
Regardless of the foot fault, the responsibility comes down to us to respond to that serve. And that service there, straight down the middle, in the middle of the court. Yeah. Alexi was just too deep to react.
Unfortunately, yeah. Really well placed serve there from Bournemouth number 13. See if Edinburgh can use this timeout to get their serve receive back under control. Remember in the previous set, this is exactly how they ended number 13's run. Let's see if it happens again.
Service now, Bournemouth.
Number 13 again. Another short serve, taken by Levi. Matty with the swing now. Picks him up almost number 5. Libero setting, and off the block.
Yeah, libero there within the 3 meter line. He's allowed to set the ball, but the hitters are not allowed to hit it above the net.
Absolutely, yeah. The Bournemouth just forgot where they were at that moment. But in the heat of the game, very easy to happen. Now deep float there from Mike. In, says the line judge. And Edinburgh responding with a service ace of their own.
Mike has also proved to not only be a valuable blocker but a valuable server in this game.
Absolutely.
He has scored many points just on serve alone.
Yeah. He's really making his mark on the first and third set so far. See if we do it again. And another service ace. That ball looked to me as if it might have been going long, but Bournemouth's libero just not able to judge that in time.
And that's one of the things. If you're not confident in your serve receive, you take balls, even if they're obviously out because you're scared. And you've got to use and abuse that as a server.
Yeah. And when you decide late like that, it's very easy to shank those balls. Now swing from also number 5, picked up by Klitos. Up from Mike. Free ball coming up from Bournemouth. Taken by the libero. Let's see what they can do with it. Pipe attack now, but ends up being a tip. Klitos now setting Bollet. It looks as though that ball might have been going out. Fumbled by Philip.
Unlucky there.
Unfortunate.
I actually think that ball was going out, and it was Mate who touched it.
I thought so too, yeah.
That's unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time. It's pure instinct. When you see a ball flying in your face, you just bump it up.
No, absolutely. It definitely looks to me as if it was going out, but he might have been concerned that he wouldn't have been able to get out of the way in time, in which case it would have been better to control it than just let the ball hit him. But a great swing from him there to redeem himself. And Edinburgh now 3 points up in the early stages of the set. Mate now stepping up to serve. Great float there. Really low off the tape. Picks up Alex. Up from Bollet. Weaver coming on for Bournemouth, but some great defense from Edinburgh. Now to Bournemouth number 9 for the swing. Blocked! I'm not sure if that was Peters or Philip who got a hand to it, but great defensive work there from Edinburgh, both on the floor and in the air.
It's a fantastic play by Balin there. Most people wouldn't be able to get that up, but Balin is great at diving for the ball.
Another serve now from Mate. Again, really not on the top, and he aces the libero. Libero's been warming up into the game since the first set, but Mate gets the better of him there.
Another serve here. Let's see if it's another ace.
Great serve. Oh, it's up from the libero, but not the best. Out of system now, and free ball coming up for Edinburgh. Picks up by Philip to Bollet for the swing. Picked up, but another free ball coming for Edinburgh. And Klitos just taps it back over and down.
So that's an incredibly smart play from Klitos, because if you're the opponent, you're thinking he's setting that to the libero to set up another attack. You don't think he's going to attack the ball, just place it in the center of the court. And it takes that millisecond of lapse of judgment on receiving on Bournemouth to think that's enough time to generate a point for Edinburgh. You're not thinking he's going to send that over, and by the time you're thinking that, it's too late.
Absolutely. Really good use of Klitos' vision there. 12-6 now to Edinburgh in set number 3 as Bournemouth call their second timeout of the set.
Here we go. Let's see if Bournemouth's timeout will shake Mate up. However, from experience, I don't think it will.
We're about to see as he steps up for another serve. Another great float there, but much better serve from Bournemouth's libero and put away through the middle.
That's a great swing from their middle.
Much better there from Bournemouth.
Bournemouth are really using their middles this game. They've already scored a few of their points.
Absolutely. That Bournemouth's number 5 serving up to serve. Taken by Bollet, nice high pass. That's a Mate for the back row swing. Put away. Bournemouth's number 13 dives. Great job by him to get a hand to it, but just can't get enough on that ball to give his teammates a chance to do anything with it.
That's a great back row swing though, yeah.
Now Bollet serve to libero. Back row swing for Bournemouth's opposite, taken by Edinburgh's. Now to Levi for the cross-court swing. Up, back row swing for Bournemouth. But a double cord on Bournemouth, and the point is given to Edinburgh.
Even though that was a double, that was a fantastic attack and defense from both sides.
Another first serve from Bollet. Oh, a bit too much on that.
Just a little bit too much power on that serve there.
But Edinburgh still with a comfortable 6-point lead in this third set. Now Bournemouth number 12 with the serve. Deep serve picked up by Alexi. Kletos now setting Mate for another back row swing. It's ugly from Bournemouth and they can't do anything with that.
Mate's on fire right now. He scored a lot of the most recent points.
The scoreboard has unfortunately been knocked over by one of Bournemouth's players. I wonder, the teams might have to pause briefly to get the scoring table under control.
Seems we're having a short intermission here as the table sorts itself out.
Technical difficulties on the scorers table at the moment.
I will say it's in a dire state right now. What do you think of the set so far?
I think it's much better from Edinburgh so far. I mean, Mike has really made his impact right after coming back on. Service reception looking much nicer. Some really powerful attacks coming through. So overall, big improvement from set number 2. We didn't see Bournemouth number 13 go on his brief run of serves, but much better response to that this time around. Not letting the set get away from them, and instead taking control. I mean, after both teams taking a set apiece, this set could really be decisive because whoever wins this one is set up to potentially win the match in set number 4.
I agree. And if you look back at the previous 2 sets, in the first set you think Edinburgh had control, in the second set you think Bournemouth had control, but in this set it's really anyone's game.
It really is back and forth. But Edinburgh with quite a comfortable lead now, 7 points should hopefully be enough for them to keep the set going and close it out. Bournemouth also without both timeouts in this set now. Edinburgh's players now looking directly at the commentating booth, slightly unnerving me, but I'm doing my best to stay focused, staring me down. They're quite intimidating men at the best of times, but let's hope they're staying focused on the game.
See Mike there, he likes to cook. You know, he's cooking on court. He's always saying that he's cooking, and he definitely is cooking today.
He's doing precisely that in this set.
Scoreboard's almost completely reassembled. Okay, it looks like we're going to start getting back into it soon. The scoreboard is back up.
There's up in front. As we now resume in this third set, 15-8 to Edinburgh. Phillips stepping up to serve. There's a little bit of spin on that. And tip there from Bournemouth number 13, just catching Edinburgh's defence off guard.
And you can really see that point in the last set really taking effect now, where Mate there was covering the deep tip, but that tip went really short.
And number 87, Luca Jacobelli, now coming on to replace Alexi Boissel as libero. Nice pass out from Barnett. And put it way through the middle when Mike once again off the hands and no chance for Bournemouth's back row defence.
Really utilising that block there. Absolutely. Oh, it looks like we got Kletos subbing in for Ayush here.
Yeah.
Got swapping setters. Really excited to see what Ayush pulls out his bag today in the game.
Absolutely. So quite a few changes coming on for Edinburgh now in this third set. Let's see what type of serve Ayush can cook up for us tonight. Oh, the referee's now trying to confirm who is on-court captain, as of course Kletos is designated captain. Mate is volunteers himself. And Irish now, deep throw, slightly too deep, unfortunate.
but still a lot of chances for Irish to make his mark on this game.
You got to respect it. He was trying to really win the point there with that
Absolutely.
serve. Unlucky by Luca there.
And Levi, great swing off the hands and out.
And that's all you could really ask for of your hitters as a setter.
Absolutely.
You want them to swing every ball they can. As volleyball's a side-out game, you're never going to get the perfect set every time. You're going to just swing hard and win points.
Absolutely. Deep flirt from him. Bonus number 5 now, still alive for Bournemouth. Emergency set to the back row. Picked up by Irish. Now Luca stepping up to set. And Mate rolls that ball over. And a great swing from Bournemouth number 13. Just came off Barlin's hands and straight to the floor. And a great rally there from both teams. Shorter serve that time. Still alive though. Free ball coming over from Luca. Let's see what Bournemouth can do with it. To the opposite. Still alive. Irish picks it up again. Now emergency set from Levi. Let's see if Barlin can do anything with it. Tip coming over. Picks up by Bournemouth at that time. Bournemouth number 13. I think you could see he was just a little bit undecided there. His first instinct was to swing at that time.
You can really see the idea he was trying to go for there. That infamous hit the ball on the second touch is such an advanced move in volleyball. You don't see it often. Just didn't work out there.
I don't think anyone can blame him for getting too excited. Great pass from Mohamed Sabero. Tip coming over. Great attack pancake from Irish, trying to keep the ball alive, but just can't get enough height on it, unfortunately. Just wanted to take that point. So picked up by Levi.
Miscommunication there between Ayush.
Now free ball there for Bournemouth, but this given right back. Free ball for Edinburgh. Now back to Mate for the swing. Up by Bournemouth number 13. Now Bournemouth's opposite will swing, and he just puts it off Edinburgh's hands.
That tool there is really hard to fight against. You can see Luca actually diving for that ball. It's a great reaction from him. Absolutely. He just wasn't able to get to it in time.
Unfortunately for Edinburgh. But still a 5-point lead for them in this third set. And that serve just sails right out of the court from Bournemouth number 4.
It's a great lead by Levi there.
Absolutely. Mate with the serve. And again, just slightly too much on it. You can see what he's trying to go for there. Just a little bit more power than his previous serves. Bournemouth number 5 with the serve. Tries to go for to drop it short. Drops it a little too short. And is stopped by the tape.
1 for 1. If you're Edinburgh now, you really want to take advantage of the point. The fact that you got the point back, especially as we're coming to the close of the third set.
Yeah. And we've now reached the 20s of this set. Nice serve there from Barlin. That one stays in. Nice attempt at a swing from Bournemouth number 12, but just out, says the line judge.
It looked like the set from Bournemouth side was a little bit too wide there. Couldn't really do anything of it, unfortunately.
Nice serve from Barlin again. Shorter pass that time. And a double touch called on Bournemouth setter. And we're now in a commanding position as they move to 22 points in the set.
It looks like we got a substitution here for Levi for Rocky.
There's a Rocky coming on. Rocky Siu coming on. Take Levi space. Just out there from Barlin. Another service error.
That was a fantastic serve. Even though it went out, it was really strong.
Really, really tight. But Edinburgh still in a very commanding position of the set. Just 2 more points needed. Unfortunate pass there from Rocky.
There's a service error there. That one's a really tough service error because if you're the setter, you cannot get to that ball, and if you're the libero, you don't know whether to run for the ball.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's see if they can do one better this time. Much better pass there from Rocky. Middle attack. Still alive from Bournemouth, but just a miscommunication there. And they are caught sitting around a campfire as the ball falls to the floor.
I believe it's set point now.
I believe it should be, yeah.
Philip serving here.
Again, just slightly too much on that. Quite. Slobodka is just racking up for both teams in this third set.
It seems to be the common denominator between both teams right now.
Absolutely.
And it's stopping from any team from really gaining momentum.
Nice pass there from Barlin. Irish set to the outside. Still alive, but Barlin can't get to it quick enough.
That set there was just way too tight there for Rocky. He had no options.
Yeah. I mean, I'm slightly concerned by what we're seeing here. It's similar to in the first set. We saw in the second set when Bournemouth were getting to the tail end of the set, they closed out without too much trouble. But I'm worried that Edinburgh are having a slight lapse in their concentration.
You say that on that, yeah.
But the free ball taken by Bonnet there. Mike saves that ball. Pipe attack now from Bournemouth, but a backcourt violation. It looked to me as if that was quite a significant footfall there from Bournemouth number 12.
It looks like the set is not over, however.
But it now is set point for Irish, with Irish serving. Let's hope he can deliver something slightly better than his first serve of the game. Spin serve coming for Irish, and taken by Bournemouth Sabero quite comfortably. Now Bournemouth number 13 with a swing chance, blocked in the back. Ooh, there he goes.
Oh, they did the play, they did the fake hit to set to hit play.
Yeah.
And it turns out to work in their favor as their setter gets the point there with the block out.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Edinburgh. Slightly short pass there from Rocky. Back to him for the swing. Picked up by Bournemouth setter. Now Bournemouth number 5 again trying to tool the ball. Picked up by Luca. Back to Mate.
Fantastic.
And Edinburgh will take the points and the sets. Bournemouth appealing there. I think they thought that ball was out. But Edinburgh will close out set number 3, 25-19.
Now, like you said, it is quite worrying that we struggled to close out that third set. I mean, we had a massive lead when we got into the 20s, but we somehow let them creep up to 19.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, do you think that is a fault of the substitutes coming on and just being called, or do you think that was a deeper problem?
I think it's there's definitely a role to play. With, of course, you're trying to get everyone some game time. Substitutes coming on, they're not really warming up into the game. It's going to happen. It's unavoidable. But the only reason I'm concerned is we saw something similar in the first set, where I think Edinburgh reached 24-16 and ended the set 25-19. Just giving away a sequence of points right at the end. If it's a lapse of concentration, I would be slightly concerned if I was Fabio. Just trying to make sure the team is taking every point seriously and making sure they know that the game is far from over.
Exactly. We'll see if Edinburgh decide to close the game out here or we go to a 5-setter.
Absolutely. 5-setter would be definitely more exciting for the fans here. But if you're Edinburgh, you definitely want to take this opportunity to put this game to bed.
Yes. We want to advance to the next round if possible. Last year, we managed to beat UCL and get to the next round. So hopefully this year we will continue that history of beating teams.
Yeah, I mean, round of 16 today. I believe the quarterfinals coming up. If Edinburgh can close out this fourth set, should be a hugely exciting game. Set up to be against Essex.
The exciting part about the team going against Essex is that we would fly down to London and then to play that game. Now that's always exciting as a team because it's a great bonding experience. However, let's not think ahead. We still got the Bournemouth game to close.
Absolutely, yeah. We need to make sure Edinburgh are focusing on the game ahead of them. But they're in a good position now as they look to close out this match in the fourth set. Let's take a look at the lineup coming out again today. So Paolo coming back on for Barlin. And it's looking like the fourth set lineup is the same as the first set lineup, with the only exception being Luca is staying on as libero as opposed to Alexi.
Right. Really excited to see the sort of impact that Luca will have on this game. I mean, obviously in the last set we got to see very little of him, so our whole set will be exciting.
BU now trying to rally the troops. It really is do or die for them now in this fourth set.
Bournemouth spirits are quite high though. They are determined to take their setback.
Absolutely. Now, Bournemouth trying to start off the serve. Deep float coming up, taken by Luca.
Fantastic.
Beautiful pass. But Bournemouth libero picks up the quick attack. Picked up by Klitos. Now Luca with the emerging set. Mate with the back row swing, elects to tip it. Now Bournemouth to the outside. Blocked, but still alive from Bournemouth. Now free ball coming over for Edinburgh. Picked up by Mate. And slammed down by Mike with the quick attack.
That was a fantastic swing from Mike. That was actually a 3-meter bounce.
What a way to close out that rally.
As Mike would say himself, he's cooking.
He absolutely is right now.
That's for you, Mike, when you watch this back.
He's cooking up a 5-star meal in this game today. Nice pass from Bournemouth libero. Now their chance to swing through the middle, but he rolls it to the back. Now Levi with the swing, still alive. Free ball coming over for Bournemouth. Tight pass. Now to Bournemouth number 5. Blocked by Mate. We've started to notice now, Bournemouth number 5. He hasn't had a nice swing for a while now. He's been trying to fool the blockers over and over, but that can backfire when the blockers are expecting it, as Mate was there.
Bournemouth are really struggling to get their heads together here in the 4th set.
Deep pass there from deep 12 there from Klitos. Nothing. He tries to swing that time, but blocked once again.
It seems Mike is on fire right now. He's scoring almost all the points here in this 4th set.
Absolutely.
Fantastic playing from him.
Great start in this 4th set for Edinburgh. Nice deep throw from Klitos, but nicely taken by Bournemouth libero. Tipped again by Bournemouth number 13, and Luca just can't get there in time.
That's unfortunate. It really looked like, from our perspective, that he got that one up.
Absolutely, yeah. But you can tell by his reaction that he was just slightly too late. Now Bournemouth number 13 with his tricky serve. He'll need to make his mark on this 4th set if Bournemouth want to stay alive.
Fantastic.
The nice pass there from Luca. Slammed down again by Mike. What a game he's having.
It's just Mike again. So this is the thing with a good pass. You can really utilize on middles, and that's something we're doing really well right now.
Absolutely. It was the difference we saw between the 2nd set and the 3rd and 4th set that we're seeing now. That's a Bournemouth's opposite. Swung off the block and out.
Unlucky for Mike there, not able to close that one out this time.
Now Bournemouth number 4 with the serve. Nice deep float, but nicely taken by Luca there. And another quick, but picked up by Bournemouth setter. Not a great...
It seems there that Bournemouth's middle just couldn't control the ball.
Absolutely,
And it flew to the back of the court instead of the front.
Things getting quite heated for Bournemouth now. It seems like Bournemouth setter doesn't think that should have been his ball. And Bournemouth setter having some words with him now, letting him know that if he can't get the ball, he has to step up and take it. Now, pass outside the court there. Again, one of those deep tips from Bournemouth's opposite. Nice dig from Bournemouth libero, but Edinburgh have the free ball now. And Philip swings just out through the middle.
Unlucky
Unfortunate there from Edinburgh. With some really great defense there from Bournemouth libero.
That line hit from Mate there. Bournemouth libero able to pick it up, just unfortunately unable to keep it on their side of the net, which ultimately led to us swinging the ball.
Takes up there. And off the block and straight down from Mate.
I believe that was a rotation fault there. Bournemouth players were in the wrong place. That means Edinburgh gets a free point. Fantastic
Nice pick
swing.
Luca. Great set to Paolo, but down through the block.
It's a waterfall there. Paolo really utilised that block of not being there correctly and really got the point for Edinburgh.
And Mate with the serve, strong float there. So it's Bournemouth's opposite for the swing. And that stays in. Really deep cross-court swing there.
That was really well placed. There was no one in
Absolutely.
that area of the court.
So off the tape, picked up by Paolo though. Mate with the back row swing, picked up by Bournemouth's number 12. Now let's see if they can do anything with it. Free ball coming over from Edinburgh, picked up by Mate. Now to Paolo with the swing. And we're appealing for a touch, but looks.
It seems to be a little bit of disagreement.
No. Yeah.
Klitos trying to argue for the touch there.
Referee calling the line judge over now. Bournemouth remain adamant that no touch. And the point is given over to Edinburgh.
You can actually see that the line judge on Edinburgh's side went over to tell the referee, but she can't actually make that call. It is up to the other line judge on the other side.
Paolo with the serve. Picked up nicely by Bournemouth. Backward swing from them. Picked up by Mate. Now to Levi with the swing. Tips it over. Picks up by Bournemouth's opposite. Number 13. Again another tip. And Mate can't get there in time.
It's unfortunate there for Mate.
Very unfortunate.
He's having a lot today. I can only imagine how frustrating it is.
Yeah. So from Bournemouth's middle. Tight pass there from Levi. Klitos puts it over. And wants a lift there called on Bournemouth's number 13.
3 point for Edinburgh there. As Mike comes back on court, Philip is now serving. See how this comes out.
But that's just a pretty short pass. Pipe attack coming from Bournemouth. Now Mike with another clinical put away.
He's doing a great job of targeting the empty spaces. If you replay that point, you can see he really went for the back left court on Bournemouth's side.
He's really finding those gaps so effectively in this game today.
Let's go, Aiden. Let's go.
11-5 now to Edinburgh in this fourth set.
Men to control the player.
What do we think the problem is on Bournemouth's side here?
I think they're really struggling to get some good swings off. I mean, I think the service reception is again posing a small issue, but also they're just really struggling to contain some of Edinburgh's more powerful hitters today, especially Mike. He's really having his way with Bournemouth's defense at the moment. Now Levi with the swing and blocked there. That's better from Bournemouth. Given no chance for Levi to do anything with that.
Klitos there really trying to trick out the blockers on Bournemouth's sides by pretending to set the middle but really going outside. But unluckily the Bournemouth side decided to read it out correctly that time.
Picked up by Paolo. To Levi now with a chance to swing. Off the block. And Bournemouth does get a hand to it, but he's unfortunately not able to keep it under control. And Edinburgh will take that point. Great float there from Klitos. That ball really dips with speed there, and Bournemouth just can't keep it under control.
But you can see that we're now returning to aiming towards that libero as it's causing problems for Bournemouth.
And that ball stays in. Two great serves from Klitos now, and two consecutive service aces that he's rewarded with.
And one thing Klitos is doing really well, he's really varying the serve locations of. One of the hardest things is trying to adapt for a server who can serve in many places.
Absolutely, he's not giving Bournemouth any chance to get into a rhythm. Picked up by Bournemouth. Free ball coming over, but a lift is called on Bournemouth's number 4.
Yeah, that's one of the most obvious calls you can really make.
Absolutely.
It was a good call from the referee there.
Rocky now coming back on for Levi this time.
Let's see if Klitos can score another point here.
Absolutely. His serves are causing so many problems for Bournemouth right now. So Bournemouth have made a change to their setter as well. Not to their setter, sorry, to one of the middles potentially. Nice pass there from Bournemouth. Back row, not quite back row. Rolled into the gap in the middle of Edinburgh's defence.
So miscommunication, I don't know if you saw, but Mate and Klitos there were looking at each other. Seemed a bit confused as to who should dive for the ball and who shouldn't.
No, it happens, and that ball was very well placed from Bournemouth there. Now number 13 with a short serve, taken by Rocky. And Mike, once again, I don't think he's missed one of those attacks today.
No, I don't think he has. He's really proving why he should be on the court right now.
Absolutely. Really, really making his mark. Off the tape from Rocky serve, and Bournemouth just can't keep that under control. From Rocky, picked up by Bournemouth Sabero to the opposite, and blocked by Mike once again.
He's really making his presence on court known.
Absolutely.
Rocky serve.
Shorter serve there, a little too short, and just can't make it pass through the tape.
It's really unlucky because if that ball went over, it looked like the middle was out of position to really
Absolutely.
receive that, but just didn't go his way.
Very high risk, high reward serve there. Also, nice taken from Luca, a little short. And now Irish is back on setting. I think we missed that.
Yeah.
Irish is taking Klitos' space.
I think that serve was a little bit too tight there as well. Ayush on court, of course, now for Klitos.
Absolutely, yeah. Off the tape from Bournemouth serve, slight overpass from Luca there.
It's unlucky there for Edinburgh.
Yeah, slammed that overpass down. Unfortunate.
It seems we've taken our foot off the pedal again as we start to leak out a few points here against Bournemouth.
Absolutely. Still a reasonable lead for Edinburgh, but they have to be careful if they want to keep it that way. Ooh. Irish just overcooks that set.
Great middle set.
Seems to be struggling there to really place that ball ready for their outsides.
Absolutely. Unfortunate for Irish.
And it seems that it's having an effect on us.
Absolutely.
Our confidence has been shaken and our passes are just not there.
And timeout called from Fabio. Absolutely makes a huge amount of sense. Let's see if Edinburgh can get themselves under a little bit more control now.
Ayush really needs to get his game on right now. He's really struggling to connect with his hitters, and respectfully, being a setter is one of the hardest jobs in volleyball. If you don't set up your team correctly, then you're not going to be getting any points anytime soon.
No, I mean, you touch the ball more than absolutely anyone. You're running around the court like a madman. It's just a lot of pressure. People really notice you when you make a great set, and people always notice when you make a bad set. So very high pressure position. Let's hope the Irish can come back and do himself a bit more justice after this timeout.
So Ayush is a great setter. He just needs to get that click in place, and then it will all fall in place.
Absolutely. A pass taken by Rocky. Irish sets Mate, the swing, taken by Bournemouth's setter.
And point
And the
Edinburgh
point is called for Edinburgh.
for a line violation.
Violation, apparently. But that was a much nicer looking set from Irish there. Really giving Matty the space to swing through that ball.
It seems we also have another substitution, Adam for Philip.
Adam's coming back on. He's getting a chance to join in on the winning festivities. Now Matty with a great serve, but taken quite nicely by Bournemouth's number 13. Nice, powerful swing, but still alive there from Bournemouth. Number 5 now with a swing, still alive, picked up by Matty. Now what can Irish do? Paolo swings through it, picked up, still alive. Free ball coming over for Edinburgh, picked up by Mike again. Now Matty with a swing, picked up again. What a great rally. Now Bournemouth's left side with a swing, and Irish just can't get there in time.
That's unfortunate for Ayush. He made several great sets there and great decisions, just unable to side out the ball on Edinburgh side.
Just slightly too slow on that dive, but a really, really great rally from both teams there. And just a little bit too much on that serve, or quite a bit too much on that serve from Bournemouth's number 5. As Edinburgh now move to 20 points in this 4th set. Now Mate with a really powerful serve just out there.
Unfortunate for Mate there. That was well placed. No one was going to react to that.
Yeah. Just millimeters away from the line. You have to feel, even though Bournemouth got the point, that point probably scared them quite a bit.
Back to number 12 serve.
Picked up by Rocky, not the greatest pass. Now Paolo with a chance to swing. Now still up.
Nice
Mate
touch.
picks up that ball. Irish, the middle, and it's not the most emphatic. But it's a point nonetheless through the middle.
Adam's now on the scoreboard.
Absolutely.
That's really the PhD mindset really coming in,
Absolutely,
placing the ball perfectly.
He's really using every last one of his brain cells there.
Unfortunate for Rocky there. Trying to force the ball down, just out by millimeters.
Just wiped off his hands by Bournemouth. Bournemouth number 13 now. Bournemouth making a serving substitution now. To try, at this point in this 4th set, it really is do or die for Bournemouth. They really do need some service pressure to start building here if they want a chance to stay alive in this national championship. And they unfortunately can't get it done. That is really quite unfortunate. To come on, to be substituted on just to serve, it's a lot of pressure on that serve.
Especially if you've been on the bench for a while, you're cold,
Absolutely.
and there's a lot of pressure to make a serve which you've not done in who knows how long.
Well, Adam with a serve in the tail end of the set, and what might be the tail end of this match. Now Rocky with a chance to swing.
Looks like a net touch
touch called there on Bournemouth.
It seems Bournemouth are making mistake after mistake here, giving Edinburgh points when they really shouldn't.
And Edinburgh now just 2 points away from booking their tickets to Essex. Just a bit too much there on that serve from Adam. It looked as if the crowd might have overexcited him slightly.
It seems like an unfortunate trend where we decide to serve out at the end of all the sets.
Very unfortunate trend. Very unfortunate trend. But now Edinburgh now siding out. Nice. And another kill from Mike. He's really not letting Bournemouth forget just how dominant he's being this game. And Edinburgh now at set and match points with Irish up to serve. Let's see if they can close it out now.
You think he'll pull a spinner?
Spin serve coming up for Irish. Picked up by Bournemouth Sabero. And a swing coming over. Picked up by Paolo. And Matty with the swing. Was that clean?
It seems to be
Given to Bournemouth. Out. Yeah, looks as if the ball might have grazed the antenna there.
unfortunate for Mate. That was a
Unfortunate
great
there.
swing.
When Edinburgh now siding out for the match and for a place in the national quarterfinals. Can they pick up this short serve? Picked up by Paolo. Back to Mike, and that's that. And he puts it away. What a way to end the game. And Edinburgh have done it. 3-1, 25-17 in the last set as Edinburgh take down Bournemouth.
fantastic playing by everyone on the court today. It wasn't just one person who won that game, but all of them.
Absolutely, really great all-around team performance. But I think if we did have to pick an MVP for the match today, I think it's quite clear that it should be Mike.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He made a huge difference on court, not only with his blocking, but also with his defense and hitting.
Absolutely, and some great service special from him as well at times. So he really made his mark on that game. But just a wonderful performance all around by UVC. Everyone has something great to say about their performance. And let's hope they can carry that forward into the quarterfinals in a few weeks against Essex.